Welcome to the most well-known smuggler's place in the world. This is Jamaica Inn. There's a very famous film called Jamaica Inn, written about Jamaica Inn. And we're here. The same author also wrote a book called The Birds. You must know Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds.
I'm going to Jamaica Inn.
No place for a young lady.
Keep it quiet. We've got a visitor. This won't do, Merlin. It's not enough.
We're doing another raid.
No survivors.
What do you think they were after?
I think they were after the children.
For what purpose?
To kill them.
Basically, there was a lot of smugglers in Cornwall because this man said so, and he's got a bigger head than I have. Yeah, it all kicked off down here in Cornwall, and I don't know. Stuff happened anyway. That's a video. Let's go look at the museum a bit. This is more exciting. I'm just looking up here. There's like a song, some kind of song. A poemy song, a smuggler's song thing. Never heard it before. I don't know how the tune goes, you see. I've never heard it. It's not been on radio. Not what I've heard of. But I thought I'd try and sing a bit of it for you because that's what I do, because I'm kind like that. So are you ready? Are you ready? If you wake at midnight and hear a horse's feet, don't go drawing back the blind or looking in the street. Them that asks no question isn't told a lie. Watch the wall, my darling, while a gentleman go by. 25 ponies trotting through the dark. Brandy for the parson, baccy for the clerk. Laces for a lady, letters for a spy. And watch the wall, my darling, as the gentleman go by. I could sing you another 2 or 3 verses, I really could, but I thought I handled that really well. There's no need for me to go on. I excelled myself there, I'm buzzing. What you can see here is 23 books written by Daphne. And I keep wanting to remember her name, but I can't, but luckily it says it on one of these books. Daphne du Maurier. Wonderful name. That's 23 of her books. She's written a lot of books. One of them called Jamaica Inn, after this inn, after where I'm standing right now. And she also wrote, for me, one of the best, it turned into one of the best films of all time, The Birds. There's a picture of our Daphne, next to the beach. 1947. Quite hot, I'll be honest. I've seen some pictures of her now and she's looking very beautiful. She also wrote another famous book, which was turned into a famous film, Rebecca, which I've never heard of, I'll be honest with you. Du Maurier. Yeah, what a beautiful name. Now that I really like, because that's a novel by Daphne du Maurier, and she's actually signed it inside for the Jamaica Inn with best wishes from Daphne du Maurier, 1988, and I believe she died in about 1990. About that time. She became a recluse. No one ever saw her. She didn't. When the films became famous, she wasn't interested in the fame. She didn't like it, and became a recluse. But she did send a book to the Jamaica Inn right here and sign it. God bless her. Daphne du Maurier. You know, most of my girlfriends are called things like, I don't know, Shaz or Bev, Amanda. You know, really common names. I'd love Daphne du Maurier, even if it were just a one-nighter. I just like the idea of being able to say, yeah, Daphne du Maurier. I was with her once. So I've just found out that she died in 1989, so this is just before she died. She sent this to this inn, which she wrote a book about. There she is, look. Bless her. Photograph of the late Daphne du Maurier signed for the Jamaica Inn. There you go. I can't see where it's signed, to be honest, but hey, lovely. Now, I'm guessing this is the actual desk she wrote Jamaica Inn on, and probably the birds as well. Because I do know they actually bought it here for, I think it was about £17,000. But I don't know, I can't see any signs confirming that, and I can't get in the door. So there's a big pile of books which she wrote, and there's a waste paper bin. Now this excites me more than you will ever believe, because it says here 4 photographs that appear below were taken in the same location in the old fishing and smuggling village of Paul Perot, to the south of Jamaica Inn. I don't know what the connection is with Daphne and Paul Perot, but these are taken in my favourite place in the world, Paul Perot. This is on Paul Perot Harbour. Gina's artist shop is literally where my finger is. And then you've got another modern one there. Again, just here would be Gina's art studio. You've got a picture here, modern again. Look how it looks, take a good look at that, and now take a look at it many years ago. Exactly the same place. That is wonderful. This is a book cover of a biography written about Daphne by Judith Cook. And take a really close look at that picture. Look at her scarf. There she is. Apparently there was no heating in this place, but it was perfect for giving her inspiration for writing. I think this was in America somewhere. But look at the scarf. The actual scarf is here. Beautiful. Now, it is here, but it's tiny. Look how small it is. It's not like a big, thick, woolly scarf. It's just a thin piece of cloth, really. Here you have lots of family pictures about Daphne. Now, this is her father. There you go. This is her mother. There you go. This is her son. This is a, like, I don't know, modern family, if you like. But I just want to show you this picture of Daphne. Daphne du Maurier, during her teenage years. How beautiful was Daphne? I think she's absolutely stunning. She does look, I don't know, she's got a bit... She could have been a man at one point and turned into a woman, but even so, she's done a very good job of becoming a beautiful woman. The jaw, oh, I don't know, that jaw's a bit wrong, isn't it? It's a bit manly. They definitely had money, because these cigarettes are actually named after the family du Maurier, but they're not named after Daphne. They're named after her father, who's got a cigarette in his mouth there, in his hand there. But then, going on, yeah, advertising du Maurier, filtered for flavour. Obviously a big thing, cigarettes, du Maurier. So she's knocking on a bit now, and she's lost her looks. She looks a bit battered, to be honest, but she's old, you know, you've got to accept that. But look at the shirt and the belt she's wearing there. There's the shirt, and there's the belt. Beautiful. Everything to do with Cornwall it's most well known for smugglers, and these were all found in Polperro, my favourite place, in a smuggler's hide, it says. So you know how in modern days the police have spikes and throw spikes across the road to stop people getting away? You know, when they don't stop for the police, they throw a spike out, it bursts the tyres. That, my friends, is the original spikes used by smugglers. Smugglers used to carry these and throw them behind them to puncture any tyres of anyone trying to follow them. Smugglers invented the policeman's, I don't know what you call it, do you? A couple of swords there. Just to make my video look a bit harder, that's all, to be honest with you. Swords. Seen loads. This whole area is explaining about how to hide contraband, because this is like the smuggling capital of the world. It really is. You've got a woman's corset here, and there used to be a little pouch where you could smuggle things. You could hide things underneath the shoes. If you had high heels, you could stick something up there, and they'd have diamonds in these. In the heel of a shoe there. Still goes on today, and people still get away with it. Pirate tat. Pirate tat is what I'd call that. You know, it's like pirates made into ornaments. It's tat. It's tat. It's tat. You know, you can buy things like that nowadays for like £1 at the pound shop, and nobody picks them up because it's tat. That was like the original tat. Smugglers used to use these, by the way. They would attach a rope to the end of there. That's like a weight, like an anchor, and they'd have a barrel of rum on the top, but it would be hidden under the height of the sea. So there would be a barrel of rum waiting for the person to come and collect his rum. Smugglers, very clever people. I might be wrong, but isn't that a bit racist nowadays? This skull was actually found in a smuggler's cave. All entangled, you know, with the rest of his body, all entangled in chains. So something very sinister went on with smugglers at one time where they felt they had to chain this guy up and just leave him to die there. I think that's the story. Read that if you want to know more. This gun belonged to a guy called Mr. H. Bettison in my favourite place in the world, Polperro. And he was with someone called Thomas Potter, who was a smuggler who killed the customs officer. Polperro, I really didn't know Polperro was such a smuggling capital of Cornwall at the time. Whilst they were doing renovations in the Jamaica Inn, they found this mummified mouse. Wow. And look at them guns. And these are the three main characters from the story The Jamaica Inn. I've not seen the film. I did try and watch it a few years ago, but it was such a bad copy on the internet I couldn't watch it. But I see that the BBC have made like a drama film of it, of, you know, like over a series in 2014. So I'm going to try and download that and have a good look at that, because I really want to know the story. By the way, I'm trying to bring you an update on the charity situation, but for some reason the link to the charity isn't working, so I can't say who's donated. But what I can say is we've now raised £21,000. So please guys, if you want to donate, click in the description, go to diggingthecoast.com and click the links and just give us all your money. All your money. Give all your money to charity and feel better this Christmas. I read a really sad article on the BBC News website this morning. A child who is terminally ill had a dying wish. They wanted to see Santa Claus. So a Santa Claus went and he sat on Santa's knee and he said, "Santa, will you please help me?" And then he died. He died on Santa's knee. And Santa obviously was crying his eyes out. What a sad story. So that's one terminally ill child who had his wish come true right at the very end. You can make wishes like that come true by donating to Rays of Sunshine. So that was the Jamaica Inn. And the even better news, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep me calm because the weather is ridiculously bad and it's like hurricane winds. The good news is, I just looked to see how much it costs per night to stay here. It's £140 per night in peak season. At the moment, they've got an offer on 3 nights for £85. I've booked in. So as of tomorrow night, I'm staying here and I can't wait because it's got a very big haunted reputation. There's been the most haunted team have been here. Yeah, I'm staying in the most haunted bedroom in the Jamaica Inn tomorrow night for 3 nights for £85. What a bargain! Can't wait. So let's get back to Danny's, pack his things up, and come back tomorrow. Buzzing. Thanks for joining today on Digging the Coast 365, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
If you'd like to donate to Rays of Sunshine, simply click the link in the description below and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.